Write myself a simple song, get the whole world to sing along. I call it a love song for you. Who knows, I'm liable to get a song from the Bible. And then when I'm through, I'll just sing love lifted me. Love lifted me. When nothing else will do, love lifted me. Write myself a simple song, get the whole world to sing along. Call it a love song for you. Who knows, I'm liable to get a song from the Bible. And then when I'm through, I'll just sing love lifted me. Love lifted me. When nothing else will do, love lifted me. I'll just say love lifted me. Love lifted me. When nothing else will do, love lifted me. I'll just sing love lifted me. Love lifted me. When nothing else will do, love lifted me. I just say love lifted me. Love lifted me. When nothing else will do, love lifted me. I just say love lifted me. Love lifted me. When nothing else will do, love lifted me. I just say love lifted me. Oh, oh, love lifted me. Oh, when nothing else will do, love lifted me. Hi! Hi, welcome to Talk Tuesday. I am Christiana, and here is
Emmanuel Stephen.
And so today's talk,
Christiana, while you're jetting off, can we find out if they can hear us?
They can hear us because they were singing "Love Lifted Us."
Okay,
well,
okay.
So they could hear us.
It's so good to see. Let's greet these people. I can see my pastor, Pastor Fred. My pastor is there in the building.
Did you see Pastor Fred? I didn't.
Look at him there, Pastor Fred.
Okay, so
guys, don't mind me. I've just been carried away.
Today,
my pastor.
Can you focus, please?
Okay, sorry. My pastor.
So today's show is on relationships. Some of the questions that you sent in, we're going to start with those questions. I'm going to. Pastor Fred says distorting a bit.
It's distorting. Okay, let me
know if you can hear me clearly. I don't know why it's distorting. Is it mine or his?
Okay, how is it now? How's the sound now?
Can you hear clearly?
Let me be.
Yeah, we tilted the camera.
Can they hear us?
Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me clearly.
Okay, let me go to my yeah, because we need to know if it's
All right, so someone says we are hearing you. Not sure I'm so clear, but someone says we are hearing you. So anyone else, can you hear me? Can you let me know if you can hear me nice and clear?
what happened here? The camera went upside down. What happened?
All right, so Faith says she can hear me, and Peace says, oh, Tinola. So I have a lot of people can hear, so that's fine. Sorry about the way the camera is tilted. It's just the way we slanted the camera. Apology for that. All right, so today's talk show is on relationship, and I put up a disclaimer. I've always been putting up this disclaimer, yeah, that I personally, and I know as well with Emmanuel Stephen, both of us are not marriage counselors, but today we're going to be sharing some of our experiences with you. And some people have sent in questions already, so we'll be starting with some of those questions that was sent in. Yeah, so we'll start with those questions.
Why are you running? Let's greet these people first.
But I'll greet them. But I'm just looking at the camera. Do we tilt it back?
No, it's fine. What we'll do, we just it was fine yesterday. What happened today?
I don't know.
Facebook. Actually, we tilted the camera this way yesterday, and it was fine.
But I think they can hear us. So let me say hello to the people that I can see.
Yeah.
So hello Chinonso, hello Tosin, hello Koma, Stella, Judith, Victoria, Patience, Princess, Charlotte, Mary, Onyinye, Pastor Fred Williams, Christabel.
Pastor Fred said tilted back.
Love looked at me. Yeah, so yeah. Okay.
Okay, Pastor, we're going to tilt it back. Let's see what happens now. Tilting it back.
Let's tilt it this way. It's simple. We'll just turn the camera. So.
Oh.
Sorry, if we are tilting it, we are going to rotate your camera. You can't turn your phone while recording. Sorry.
Okay, so we end the stream and then
we can't end it. So sorry, you have to manage it that way.
Facebook is giving so much.
It's not Facebook. It's the
Facebook?
camera. All right, so let's go straight to it, because the thing is we can't change the way the camera is. But now we know the next show we're gonna keep our camera straight, not this way. If that's okay.
Yesterday.
All right. Can we go straight, please? Stop disturbing yourself. So the first question that came in was, I was reading out some of these questions to Emmanuel Stephen. The first question that came in, feel free to send in your questions. We're starting with the questions that we've been asked over 2 weeks ago. And we'll start with those questions. And then if you pop up any question, I'll try and pick those questions up. And we will... Tata says she can't hear.
She can't hear.
I don't know.
Okay.
But every other person seemed to hear.
Maybe you refresh the page again. Power couple. Thank you, Mabel.
All right. So the first question that came. What's that?
No, go ahead.
Can you stop that, please?
No, someone called me and I cancelled the call.
Can you go off that or put it on silence or something? You
Is it ringing?
Hear. Yes.
It was actually on silent. Look.
Can you turn that off?
Look, it's off. Can you see?
See, you see why this live show is a real live show.
Christiana, don't yell at me like that again.
All right, someone says okay the way it is. It's landscape.
Apologize.
I say, I'm not apologizing.
Apologize.
No. You know we're on a show, so everything should wait.
Look,
stop doing that, babe.
I'm actually reading feeds. So you don't want me to read feeds?
Okay, take this one. Read feed.
Hey!
All right. So the first question.
Are you people seeing? Are you seeing?
Are we going to really go straight to the question?
How can we go when the house is not in order?
Whose house is not in order?
You can't see how we are somersaulting on there.
Because you don't want to drop this. That's the problem.
Okay, so we'll read it from here.
You're glued to it. Let it be.
Okay. Hi.
it like that.
So it keeps turning. You see.
So stay that way. All right. So the first question that came in was, how did you both know you were meant for each other? And the person says, I am still finding it difficult to know how to identify my husband. This is a very interesting question. How did you both know you were meant for each other?
Okay.
I am still finding it difficult to know how to identify my husband. So the way I knew would be different from how Emmanuel Stephen knew. So should we start with you? How did you know that I was, or did you do you still know that?
I'll start with you.
Mine is too long.
Go ahead.
How did you know that I was?
I'll borrow a leaf from.
You see now he's beginning to cheat this show.
No, I mean.
All right, so I'm going to answer the question. So the person asks, okay, so I'm going to answer the question personally.
Mm-hmm.
How did I know that Emmanuel Stephen was or is going to be my husband? Why are you looking at me bad eye? Don't give me evil eye, yo.
Continue.
So he's giving me evil eye so that I'll sugarcoat it.
No, continue. Okay. I'm hearing you.
So how did I know he was the one? Mine is such a long tale, and I don't know how I'm going to start. I'm going to summarize the story, but I've said it several times to him. After I celebrated my 15th birthday, there's this auntie of mine that asked me to start praying for my spouse. And quite frankly, what I was praying for was a spouse that has 6-pack, a spouse that is tall, dark, handsome.
But when you met me, I had 6-pack.
Where is the 6-pack?
What do you mean by?
I beg, don't even go.
What is this?
Why is he now interrupting? Just wait.
My blood is hotting. It's boiling now.
My
pastor is here, so I can't do anything.
I was actually praying to find, I wanted my husband to be dark, tall, handsome, all them things that goes with being a teenager. That was what I was praying for. And to be very frank as well, I wasn't really particular about let my husband be very rich. I don't know if I ever put that as a prayer point, but I was particular about looks. And then but as I grew, I started changing my prayer point. Yeah. So when I turned 20, I had a dream, and in that dream, it was clear. I literally heard God tell me, your husband's name will be Emmanuel.
Prophetess Christiana.
Don't even joke. Don't even joke. I've told you this story several times. And so I actually got that dream. And then I woke up from the sleep, and I went to my aunt, and I told her, I said, look at the dream I had. That this is what I had, clearly that my husband's name is going to be Emmanuel. Yeah. And now the confusion set in. Now, it was huge confusion. There are 1 million Emmanuels in the world. So how am I going to find the one Emmanuel that God has kept for me? And so I started narrowing my search. I started narrowing my search.
On top of my head, research.
No, you weren't there then. I was just 20.
Go ahead, I'm listening. Continue.
See, I'll interrupt you. I will interrupt you. So
I'm not happy. Christiana said I should drop my phone. Guys, look. She said I should drop my phone. Now I can't read comments.
See, Pastor Fred said let her talk, I beg.
Please let her.
So let me talk. He's not even letting me talk.
Pastor, I'm angry. She took my phone away, so I can't see comments.
Because you're glued to your phone, and the essence is we are on a show.
Okay, on a show.
So
all right. Back
read comments. Shebi is comments. Read it here.
Let's
is
put
comments.
It in a very.
These are comments.
Senna, this your picture is fine behind the scene.
Emmanuel, why are you distracting? Stay on focus. What's all this with picture behind? All right, so I don't know. Are we going to ever go through this show peacefully?
Okay,
I'll stop talking. I won't say a word. He won't answer the question.
They want it real.
Then
He
wouldn't let me answer the question.
People want it
This
real.
is not real. Oh. This is not real. This is not real. As I was saying, please, sorry for that interruption. This is what I go through. Now you've seen it.
What's that supposed to be?
You're showing yourself now. Which one is my own?
This is what I go. What do you go through?
This is it.
What? In fact,
allow me to talk, Joe.
Okay, guys. Jokes apart now, we're hitting it hard now, right?
Who is hitting?
Some people are laughing.
Is it not me that is talking the talk? So, as I was saying, the confusion set in because I was quite confused. Like, I heard Emmanuel. There are lots of Emmanuel in the world. How would I know who the Emmanuel is? And then I got tired of looking for Emmanuel everywhere. Yeah, I met a couple of them that. Yeah, I thought, okay, they could be the ones because it's Emmanuel. Yeah. God did not specify whether the Emmanuel is going to be dark or he's going to be light-skinned, but I just heard Emmanuel and the confusion was too much. And so I dumped it one corner. I'm like, God, if it's you, it's you. Yeah, I can't be stressing my head looking for any Emmanuel right now. Let me just live my life. And then I kept going on. And in 2010, you know, we were having crossover service 31st night. And just when the pastor was like, oh, it's New Year, and everyone started shouting, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. And we're going around and we're hugging people, enjoying and saying Happy New Year. And the pastor was like, we should pray into 2010. And then just when I closed my eyes to pray, I heard it again. You're going to meet your husband before the 31st of May 2010. And now, guys, remember I said Emmanuel, but I did not, like I dumped the Emmanuel one corner in my brain. Yeah. But when I heard that, don't look at me like that. I'm telling my own story. When it's your own, you say it. And try not to intimidate me. You know I don't get intimidated.
Somebody said give him back his phone, so I'm laughing. But don't worry, guys. I'll behave. I'll be so behaved in this movie. You want to block the person?
No. Why would I block anybody? Why? No, I'm just reading what is distracting you. You've left what we are talking about.
No. We're on 31st night. Go ahead.
You
heard the word again, Emmanuel.
It's a lie. It's a lie. You know the story. That's why you can recap. If you didn't know this story, I bet you wouldn't even know what I'm saying. Because your mind is not even in what I'm saying. Put your mind to it. Or two cannot work together unless they agree. As I was saying. Yes. And so I heard that.
Yeah, you heard that. Hey! Love lifted me.
Just one question. You can't allow me answer.
No.
You're just showing yourself.
I have to monetize this video. This is raw content.
Okay, so let me conclude my story. How I knew he was the one. So in May, I fell really sick. Yeah, and I was admitted in the hospital. And I got discharged from the hospital on the 30th of May. Just when I was on my way home from the hospital, I received a call. And that call was from his brother. His elder brother called. I'd never met them before. His elder brother called and said he wanted to rent a property. And I was like, I'm just coming out from the hospital. Okay, I'm going to try. I'm going to come and show you the property. And I went there. I met his elder brother. And while I was talking, we're talking business with the elder brother, he drove in. Yeah.
Big boy.
Shut up. Let me not expose you. Like, don't even let me expose you. Just keep it quiet. So, he interrupts me a lot. So he came in. He was putting on these. Should I talk? Yes, now. He was putting on his shorts.
Yes.
And a t-shirt. Because he was just coming from site. He was coming from site. You know how site workers look, yeah? A bit dusty. You know what I mean? And then he walked up to me and I was already pissed off. Like, who is this person dressed this way coming to me? But I said hello to him anyway. And he introduced himself as Emmanuel, but he did not click. Now, the package I was expecting, you know how you're expecting that, God is going to give you something and he's going to come in a particular package, all glamorous, all looking hot, spicy, and but that wasn't the package that came. The package that came was a man who just came from work. He was looking all so rough. So I'm like, okay. We said hello and that was it. Yeah. And that was it. And I literally met him on the 30th of May. just the exact time, this exact way God said I was going to meet the person. But now the package was not it. Yeah, it wasn't. Seriously, like,
as the president said, it was the hot pant. At least somebody's here for me. Somebody, at least I know that somebody will save me. Just imagine Emmanuel, calm down. I'm boiling right now.
Don't boil. No, don't boil.
Calm down.
And so as God would have it, yeah, we started living together as neighbors. So yeah, we started living together as neighbors. And then one of these days, he used to like being too kind. You know, that neighbor that wants to be overly kind to you.
Wait till they worry this
He's
guy.
still
Nigerian
very kind.
people.
He's still very kind. He's still very kind.
My people.
Let's know, because I've said you're still very kind now. You come and reveal yourself. So
Calm down, bros.
we were leaving.
I'll calm down.
Just
Thank you, baby. I'll calm down.
good.
I'm coming.
So we're living as neighbors, and one of these days I walked out. I wanted to buy biscuits. I wanted to buy cabin biscuits. And then he was coming out from his apartment. And he was like, oh, where am I going to? I said, I want to buy cabin biscuit. He's like, oh, he's going to help me buy the cabin biscuits. I'm like, oh, okay, take money. He refused to take the money. He said he was going to buy it. I said, okay. So I decided to just wait outside his apartment because it was dark. I decided to wait outside his apartment for the cabin biscuit that he went to buy for me. And so when he came back from buying that cabin biscuit, he asked me to come inside his house. And I walked straight into the apartment. That was the very first time I was walking into the apartment ever since him and his brothers moved in. So I walked into the apartment with the cabin in my hand, and I saw a keyboard just by the house. Immediately I saw the keyboard, I ran straight to the keyboard and I started playing and singing. And the song I did that day was You Are Beautiful Beyond Description, Too Marvelous for Words. So I was just singing that song and playing. Immediately I put my hands on the keyboard and started playing. He jumped up. Like, this is not a joke. He jumped up and screamed. And I thought I did something wrong. And then I turned towards him because I was happy seeing a keyboard in someone's house. The last time I saw a keyboard was in my grandmom's house. And so I was excited. So I thought, oh, I've done something wrong touching someone's stuff without permission. And he jumped up. And when I turned, I was like, oh, is there a problem? The next thing that came out from his mouth was, you're my wife. And immediately he made that statement, I remembered God's word. His name would be Emmanuel. And I'm like, oh God, not this one. God, you did not try. Like, I was arguing. So I decided to excuse myself. I told him, I said, oh, okay, I'll see you later. I went back home. And on my knees, I was asking God, like, is this really the Emmanuel that you told me would be my husband? But I was praying for a dark, tall guy. Yeah, the handsome part, he's got it. But I wanted a dark person. Don't look at me bad.
Anyway, someone said, so na cabin oga ima de catch o keyboard.
No. She said,
enter.
So na cabin oga ima de catch o. See, he did not use cabin to catch me. It's just I went to buy my cabin, but yeah. So what is it now? Yeah, so that's it. Like, I prayed about it. It's not like immediately he said that we started dating or anything. No. I was still battling God in my mind as to, is he the one? Is he not the one? And at that point, what I enjoyed most was my friendship with him, because he's a very laughable person. Like, what? Don't look at me bad eye now.
No, I'm collecting.
He used to tell jokes a lot. He would laugh. He still does that. He laughs. He's very lively. So I was like, I enjoyed that friendship. We could spend a whole night sitting outside the pool just talking and laughing. And that was pure friendship. And I liked that about him. So all them romance did not enter my head, because I was still battling with God if he was the Emmanuel, and at the same time expecting another Emmanuel to come and sweep me off my feet.
Someone says your love story is divine.
See, you didn't want me to say this story, right? You see that it's good to be truthful.
Someone said, let's read their
Say
comments.
cabin love.
Guys, please share this video. Please share this video. You know it's not easy to come out like this. So just share the video. Before I end this show.
Someone says very creative arrangement, cabin and keyboard.
Ima is a sharp guy then. Adam says Ima is a sharp guy.
Okay, so God is great, beautiful friendship. Share.
Isaac says come and join. Guys, please
so
share this
inviting
video.
someone.
Invite someone, share. God bless you, Mabel. Thank you for sharing.
Okay, so that's how, like,
Babe, sorry, I need to cut. How about
don't cut me.
No,
You
I'm
always
sorry. I'm
don't
sorry.
cut. No, I don't want sorry. Let me finish my statement.
170 people.
So what do we do then?
Can't we have 170 shares? I challenge all of you on this show.
Guy, you're leaving the focus. I've not finished talking. When you want to talk, you can challenge the world to sharing your video. For now, please let me talk. So,
Why is she like this?
let me talk, guy.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's
I've
it.
not finished though, but yeah, that's how we met.
Your love
yeah?
story is great.
And that's how I knew he was the one. Took me a longer time. I had met him, we were friends, we used to talk. Even when I traveled to come to study, we used to still talk on phone, like literally. We'll spend hours, midnight call. He would talk, we would just be laughing, and he makes jokes and ease my stress. And he still makes jokes.
We pray.
I beg, forget spirituality. Let's talk. No. Oh yeah. No, but you know we have to say why we used to
Let me
pray.
see, is my pastor here?
Pastor is still watching. So yeah, we used to do a lot of things together, like laughing. But the laughter part was the part that I loved most. The fact that I could speak to someone and not feel uncomfortable. The fact that I could pick up my phone and tell someone, "Oh, I had a terrible day," and not feel judged. That was me. Like I wanted a friend, and he was my friend, and that was just good enough for me as being friends.
So I can talk now.
All right, so over to Emmanuel. How did you know?
Okay.
Before I talk, let me read some comments. Uncle Ima allow Christiana to talk. She has been talking since.
I finished talking though.
Philomena.
Can I focus on the comments while you answer the question?
Okay, I will
You people will see now. I will not distract him. He will finish talking. I won't say a word.
I'll sum up our meeting to say 3 or 4 categories. I don't have all those long, lengthy. 1, it was prophetic. 2, it was
You're being vague.
no, it was prophetic because when I saw you, I said you are my wife, and the word stood in the atmosphere, and it
Okay.
confirms the prophecy.
So explain it now. Don't just say prophetic.
Wait, I said I will sum it up, then I'll begin to expand. All right? What is vague about
You
picking
just say it's
points?
prophetic.
Yeah, because I
one
said I will
pastor
sum it up into 4.
prophesied into your life.
Did you not prophesy that you will see, did you not see a revelation that you will meet an Emmanuel? That was a
but-
prophecy given to you by the Holy Spirit or whoever gave it to
Mr.
you.
Emmanuel
And now
Stephen.
it's been
Mr. Emmanuel
confirmed.
Stephen. Pause.
She's not gonna let me tell you. See her now,
Oh, but
but
you did you allow me to talk? One good turn deserves another. All right, talk.
should
I
we
won't say a
worship?
word. Don't divert.
Okay,
Answer
good.
the question.
All right.
Yeah, so it was prophetic.
It was
It's beautiful to see the Bible. I'll pick a leaf from the Bible. The Bible says when Adam woke up and then he saw Eve, he said, "This is the bone of my bone." Do you remember that Bible verse? Good. Genesis. He said, "This is the bone of my bone, and this is the flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman." You see what happened there? He pronounced a word. First, he said, "She shall be called a woman because she was taken out of me." So when I saw her and I knew the qualities I wanted, I've been praying eagerly that period. It's been an intensive. I think both of us have been doing some spiritual exercise in our different wherever we were back then. I remember I'll be with a covenant partner. His name is you can check him out, Rebrid. I call him Rebrid Christian Center. He's a senior pastor of Rebrid. Sometimes I'll just leave my house, shut my door, drive out. I'll go to his house, bless his wife, Mrs. Afon Wodi. I'll literally pass. I was literally living with them. But now, what brought us together was prayer. I love going to his house because midnight we will pray. We will pray, and then we will pray and pray and pray. At some point, I prayed to the extent that I felt a breaking forth. So those who think they can just see the girl and the figure eight, all the shapes and all the physical appearances, and then you think that will pull you through, that will not hold there in relation, especially when you're looking for things that are very, very long, that are long lasting. If you're looking for just anything, you can, it's easy to go by. It's like when you're in the mine trying to get out precious stones and all that. So to cut the long story short, I had engaged in a serious spiritual exercise, praying, and you can hear what she said. She too had been doing that. So like begat like. So when we met, every network connection was linking, and like it wasn't difficult to connect, So when I saw her, she wasn't when I saw her at first, I didn't recognize, because she wasn't strong. She was a bit down. I just came in from a building project in one of my sites. So I drove. My brother called me and said, "Look, hey, I saw a house. Let's have a look at this house." And I'm like, "Okay." I was like, "Okay, I'm on my way now. Let me." I was already running late, so I rushed down, tried to catch up and all that. But when I saw her at first, nothing really. I wasn't, because she came with somebody, and then they were standing. I think she was sitting, and then so by the time I got there, I just took my face off. But later on, when I saw her came to the keyboard, it was like, whoa. And then the word came. And even when I released the word, I didn't release the word because I knew what was going to happen. You see, that's why when I want to advise someone here, if you've been praying for a life partner and you've been praying consistently about it, I think you should start speaking into the atmosphere. In terms of when you finish praying, you begin to activate those words and the kind of things you want to see. Because when I saw her as someone who was virtuous, who was that person. So the word just came out. You are my wife. I didn't know how that was going to happen, but I released the word. But today is history. Then we now started the talking, the gisting, and then, oh my God, it was one of the best moments. Like, we could talk for 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. Sometimes I'll talk, my phone, my battery goes off and all that. So communication is key. Yeah, and we talk, and we will talk and talk and talk and talk. And then guess what, guys? I was looking for lots of confirmation to give me a lot of insight that she's the one, because I've been like, guys, if you see my picture back then, I was like this. Because sometimes I wouldn't eat for days. I would be waiting on the Lord. I'll be praying. I needed something. I don't know what that is, but I needed to break. It's like I needed to break forth. So prayer is quite, because those are the things that we endure. Do you understand? So after that, then guess what happened? Oh, bless my mother-in-law. Oh, I love her. Mommy, if you are here. Mwah. I love that woman, scatter. Let me talk about her a little bit. She called me one after blah, 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 blah. Me and her she said, okay, you know what? I want you to meet my mom. I was like, okay. I was already mad. You guys, you know what that means. I was I was off the hook. Like I was like in my head, hi, where will I start? I don't even have like no pedigree. We've not met before, nothing before. We've not had like she's not my we are not. There's so much like the disparities. Is that the word?
I don't know.
We're like this 2 ways apart. So I wasn't sure if I was going to be accepted, and so I had a meeting with her, and then she started throwing me some questions, and then blah blah blah. And then I noticed each time I was talking to her, she would just smile. Oh my gosh, I can remember that smile. She would just smile. She would smile, and then for the first time, I heard a mother telling me her own history, her own background, her own pedigree, where she was coming from, why some of the things we hold there in our society that is holding a lot of people from getting married, those things were rubbish to her. She just wanted just one thing, a man that fears God. And she told me, she said, Emmanuel, do you know what? When you fear God, all these things will come and follow. That's what she said. I remember her word. She said, once you know and you fear God. So I think, speaking of one of the things you should be looking out for, if that guy is not God-fearing, I'm not talking about all these, what do they call them now? I don't want to call names. No, I don't want those Gucci born again. No. I want real born again. I don't want people who come and, because some people now can act it, dramatize it, and make it look. Yeah. So you need to. And how do you know that? The Bible says, "Deep calleth unto deep."
The thing is,
deep calleth unto deep. No matter how the person deceives you, you will know, because you too, you have been in a spiritual place. So don't look at the surface. And God told them in the Bible, he said, do not look at him. Do not look, when they wanted to choose a king for Israel. And sons of
so you said prophetic, the next one, because you said 4.
Friendship.
Okay, you also said communication as well.
Friendship, communication. I've listed everything. I put all together. I just picking points, Prayer warrior.
Okay.
I think with the very few points of mine, I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you. That prayer, 1. Communication, 2. Friendship, 3.
What was the other one?
The other one.
What was the other?
Do you remember?
I can't remember it.
Okay.
So
let's answer that question now. So what's the next question? I think we've done justice to that question.
I think we've really answered that question. The next question is, which one do you want me to pick on? This or that? So we have, okay, I'm going to list out the question. You tell us which one you want us to answer. The first one that is here is, how do you manage to stay in love? Then we have, how do you manage anger? And then
anger. Let's talk about anger.
But they would, okay. So, all right. So, how do we manage anger?
Someone says, how do you manage anger?
So, someone asks.
Space.
Can you even wait? Space
now. If you are angry, I don't want to break something. I don't want to get angry. You don't want to do what you regret.
Everybody manages anger differently.
Ooh.
If I talk now, you self-talk too.
You just...
So he
I know you want to expand it. Can we just keep it brief?
I can't keep it brief because it's a real talk.
Real talk, guys.
So how he manages anger is quite different from how I manage anger. Now he manages anger by giving space, and space is very good. Yeah, because that space gives you time to think, gives you time to cool off, and also gives you time to heal and be a bit more logical. So he does a lot of spacing. Sometimes 1 week he's giving space.
Hey!
Don't you give space up to one?
This woman exaggerates. Excuse me, guys, let me ask you a question. How do you give space when you still cook for somebody, the person still eats? Is that space?
Don't even go there.
How do you give space when you still sleep on the same bed? How?
Yeah,
is that space?
Like the space is.
So why is it weak?
No. You said space. You didn't explain your space. I'm explaining your own space. It's different from how I treat mine.
Let's read comment. I want to see what.
No, let's finish the question. Then we go into reading comment because you're using comment to run from the question.
No.
I
just answered.
I've been with you for how many years? I know. So
do not be deceived. Eyes have not seen.
Come on, yeah.
Can you hear, guys? Can you hear that?
So as I was saying, he does space. Now, for me, how do I manage anger and space? But the way I space is not the way he spaces. Now, I can give you space, but I'll still lie on the same bed with you. I can give you space, but I'll still eat the food you cook. I'll dish it, eat it. I'll give you space, but I'll still be around you. Like, I don't give you physical space. I give you mental and emotional space. Now, what he does is he gives me physical space. You know that kind of space, like, okay, I'm going to stay in the sitting room. I'll be in the room. That kind of space, that's what he does. But what I do is different. I work mentally and emotionally. I blank you completely out for that period. But you know now.
What is that? Don't stop
no,
bragging.
but you do space.
What is that?
JB, it's you that said space. I'm explaining to hey, don't
hurry up this. Let's move to.
So
are we doing 1 hour here?
Sometimes people don't know.
More minutes.
You might leave me alone. See, if you continue like this, you won't come on this show again. As I was saying. So what people don't understand is a lot of people have like this thing is not working. A lot of people have like toxic relationship, and when you say space, they need to understand space. Sometimes space means giving the person real physical distance, and that's what he does, and it works really well for him. Now, for me, space means mental and emotional space. I'll give you mental distance and I'll give you emotional distance. I could still be in the same room, but that doesn't mean I'm happy with you. I can lie in the same bed with you, eat the food that you cooked. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm happy with you. I mean, food, I have to eat the food to live. My grandmother would say, don't get angry and not eat the food. Get angry and eat it. So I'll still eat. So even when he is trying to make peace and he's cooking all the food in the world and trying to use food to bribe me.
What are you feeling like?
No, but I always bribe you too.
Guys, let me give you gist. You want to talk? Bah, I'll talk.
Don't even come on my show. I'll just mute your mic.
I will talk my own. What's the give all the food they don't. What do you mean?
I told you this thing, you needed to turn it off. Because it's ringing into my ear.
In your phone?
You will not listen.
Oh, really?
Until it happens
because it's the
again.
Bluetooth. Yeah.
That's why I took your phone.
Oh, that's... Can you imagine?
Okay, so yeah, the next question.
Business
let's
call.
see.
Sorry.
So Queen says most times men give physical space, but women give mental and emotional space. Uju says I like her talk. Thank you. Okay, so Philomena says you say I'm just reading.
So you're not reading this thing now.
I'm reading and smiling.
You have to read it so we can analyze it.
Okay, it's like someone says she feels like the queen when you cook all the food in the world. Then Frank says lovely family, may God continue to protect and guide you guys' marriage. Amen. Thank you. You guys are funny. The network is bad. Okay, most times men give. Okay, I've read that one. So Mabel says you make her laugh.
Someone says I don't like space in Biko. wait. I want to read.
Where is it?
So come here.
What's
it?
Amachi says I don't like spacing because the space is lay on same bed and not be intimate because my minister.
my sister, this space that space let me tell you the space I'm talking about. That space I'll do all the story I want to study in fact those are the time I go into some studies that I've never studied in a while. I'll go and do some things. If I go to my website, do some work, like I'll look for work by force. Then when I come to bed, I'll come to bed like very, very late when everybody's asleep.
And that one annoys me. Like, it pisses me off. You know when you're in bed, it pisses me. Like,
excuse me.
No, I'm not
Guys,
excusing you.
Did you see the passion in which
Like,
it
annoys me. Like, you know when it's not my business what you decide to do with your time or with your space, but don't use your reggae to spoil
my blues.
Because I want to sleep.
After the reggae played the
when I've
blues.
managed to sleep from maybe 9 p.m., he comes to bed by 2, and then he'll make all the sounds in the
I've
room.
been doing a lot of studies, my darling.
He would, and I'll just, then the next thing, me that was trying to just not be angry, I'll just look at him and be like, what kind of thing is this? And you want space, just have your space. Don't come into disturb me when I'm sleeping. I don't mind you taking the whole time to have your space, but don't disturb my sleep. So that one used to annoy me when he comes.
I have a suggestion.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm switching out. I feel like Facebook is not doing justice to this our video, so I'm thinking if you guys want us to take it to YouTube, let me know. Babe, what do you think?
I don't think so. Thank you.
How can the video be upside down? Let's put it on YouTube. YouTube will give you the same. It will give you that frame stuff.
All right, so the next question, let's answer this question before
Which
we
one?
go.
We have
so the next question is
12 more minutes.
But guys, please send in your questions because this would help us to
for the next edition.
Yeah. So someone has asked, how do you manage to stay in love? Now that is I think that's a very unique question, because sometimes people start relationship and they're unable to stay on. So I feel like maybe we should just explore that a bit before we call it a day.
The question I'll ask you is that what brought you guys together in the first place?
But
now,
sometimes that doesn't
wait, I'm
sustain.
heading somewhere because if what brought you guys in the first place was maybe we met at a club and she was putting on a bikini or something very attractive, like the physical, because I didn't meet her. Do you understand?
Yeah, but
So,
no. You're bringing a point here.
No,
you didn't meet me wearing bikini
This
and all
point
that. Doesn't mean you don't like it.
Wait, now I'm heading somewhere.
No. So you can't. No.
The point I'm making.
That's not it.
Can I answer? Then you answer.
I'll answer first.
You answer first.
Yeah, you always make.
But
me
I
answer
started
first. No, but it's me that will answer
No,
first.
I
I'll answer first.
Guys, okay, comment on the section. Thank God we have people. Comment. If you want me to answer first, don't you should answer first. Let us know.
Okay, so now
We take 10
how
votes.
do we manage to stay in love? You are trying to ask question out of it, but I already have my own answer. Why don't you let me answer it first and then you answer your own?
Well, I
now,
will
what
say
thing that has
something.
worked for me to still stay in love this long? Is it long? Yeah, we've been together for. We've
Don't
been
even-
married for what is don't even? I should not talk again. Sellotape my mouth
Don't
now.
even.
We've So yeah.
Whoa. Whoa, be. Guys, I grew up in Lagos, so don't mind me. Whoa. I've seen a lot of whoa.
How have we managed to stay in love? One thing I'm going to pass on today is Emmanuel and I are two different people. Now, you don't expect your husband to be like you. You don't expect your wife to be like you. And I feel like sometimes spouses miss that. You want the person to be in a particular way, act in a particular way, look a particular way. But what for me has kept me is understanding that Emmanuel is different from me. I can't be him. And I've said it to him a lot of times. I don't want to be you, because it will kill the whole adventure in the marriage. I want to be me and you be you. So no point trying to be like Emmanuel Stephen. And so when people try to tell me your husband does this better than you, I push them aside, because it's marriage. We are two different people.
You complement each other.
We have to complement each other. And so far that has really, really worked for me. Understanding that he is different, understanding who he is, and knowing that that's not me. This is me. So
stay in love.
Yeah, just loving who the person is. he's a very lively person. He's he's fun to be with. He is what else?
But you're lively too when you want to be.
That's when I want to be, yeah. So he can be nice 100% of the time. I am not like that. And with no apology, I'm not like that. And I don't want to be like that. So I'm more of this kind of person. Like if two of us go into a place, people tend to love him first because he's lively. People tend to rush to him because he's very receptive.
I'm approachable, that's the word.
He's highly approachable. Now, I am opposite of that. When I go into a place, I want to study the place.
You're an antivirus scan. You scan.
I scan everyone there. So even when he is happy, everyone is celebrating him. I'm sitting down and looking at
back.
Everyone and I'm watching his back because that is my strength and I'm not going to lose it trying to be like
that's
him.
Where we complement.
So that's where we complement each other. So sometimes people will say, your wife is. I'm like, I'm me. I'm there for a reason. Two of us cannot go into water and get drowned. At least we should have someone able to save someone. And so even when he is in a place where I'm supposed to be lively and I'm not coming forth to be lively, he makes it really interesting. He makes it really fun. I am not like that. And I appreciate the fact that I'm not like that. And I celebrate the fact that he has what I don't have. And he appreciates the fact that I have what he doesn't have. And that's what makes marriage. Understanding that you are different. Understanding that the other person is unique. Now, don't make me be like you. I don't want him to be like me. I don't want him to be squeezing his face all the time or uptight or every time he wants to say something, he's doing research. And I analyze everything. I'm highly very logical. Hardly would you see emotions from me except his family members. But I love him for who he is. And that has really, really kept us in love. I just appreciate who he is. And I think over time he has come to terms with who I am. Because I think it used to annoy him at first. Like, sometimes you'd be like, people would feel, oh, your wife is so proud. Your wife is saucy. But it's not being proud and being saucy. Now, I understand that. My husband is very lively. I can't do same because I need to watch his back. And part of watching his back is sniffing all those people that come around him. I can sniff human beings, sha.
Can we move to the next
No,
question?
answer your own.
You've answered.
For
We
both of
complement
us.
each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's move.
do you want to answer that one?
We have 6 more minutes. If you throw in question here, if we can't take it, we'll take it next week.
For how long
Maybe
have
she'll
we been married? We've been married for 8 years. We met 30th May 2010.
Who asked you? They say how long?
See, now I'm answering the question now.
All the years.
Don't even ask me who what is it to.
Syllabus. Oh my gosh! Back in the day, they used to call me syllabus.
Someone has asked, how do you guys settle your differences? Okay, we've
answered that. I thought we answered that.
How do you manage anger? How do you settle?
That's difference.
Settling differences. So even after you finish getting angry, how do you manage it? Maybe we'll do it next week.
Yeah,
okay. Do you understand?
How many minutes do we have?
Because someone said we should just sing before we go.
We should sing before we go. Mm-hmm. Have you shared the video?
Yeah, I think she has.
Okay. Guys, Christiana will be up tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow 9 a.m. Workout Wednesday. Tomorrow is not relationship talk. Come and work out. Let's train our body. All right. So what would we do now? Let's just do one song and send in your questions. I'll be writing out those questions. In our next episode, we'll answer the questions that you've asked today. Yeah. So we will try to keep it as real as it should be.
Okay, guys, it's been fun. Been lots of fun charted. I think comments are coming.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Love lifted me. Love lifted me. right, guys. I hope you've been blessed, inspired, and yeah. So basically, that has been our day, our journey. We hope you've been blessed. It's never too late. I want to say something here. It's never too late to fix it, right? So you and there's something. Christiana made a very powerful statement a few days ago, and she said most times when people disagree, one of the best move is that someone has to start with the healing journey. So if you're waiting, he doesn't listen, he doesn't do this, and then the list goes on and on, just know that you can actually become that drop of water that's going to cause a river or fill the desert and turn the desert into a stream. Am I making a point?
Yeah.
So I think because some people might say, my own story is different, my partner, my journey, my wife, my blah blah, and then they have the list on and on. But I think you can actually start. It doesn't matter. It doesn't just.
And to add to what you've just said, you know, I don't know so much. Like, I don't know so much about marriage. I've just been married for 8 years. Yeah. But one thing I have come to realize is your spouse is not your competitor.
Correct.
Your spouse is not your competitor. Your spouse is your team player. Now, until you understand that word team, things wouldn't change. Because I see sometimes husband and wives are competing. Like, you don't want your wife to do anything. You don't want her to progress. Because you feel if she progress, she'll be better than you, or she'll have more than you have. And the wife feels the same. Oh, if
you need to expand on this next week.
I will.
It's huge.
Marriage is not competition. Now, I can never compete with Emmanuel. No, it's useless. Why should I be competing when he's there to complement my weaknesses and I'm there to complement his weaknesses, rather than competing? Because we had a show and someone was like, "Oh, your husband sings better than you." I am not competing. I don't compete. So I feel like one of the things that has helped us is being able to play as team members. Sometimes I wake up, like, I can't get up from bed. And he gets up, like, he goes straight to start attending to the kids. He doesn't even look, like, he just leaves me in bed and he does what he has to do. Sometimes I wake up and he's still in bed and I get up to do it. So we don't have a pattern of saying, this person, this is your work, this is your duty, you have to put the kids to bed.
Yeah, you see a need, you see a gap, you feel it.
You just feel it. You see the gap, you feel it.
Yeah.
And that's how
guys, we're out of time.
We are not out
Christiana
of time.
will continue this next week.
Wait. Do my song. You are the love of my life. Let's end that one. Sing with me, oh. You are, is it love? The love of my life. You are the hope that I cling to. You mean more than this world to me. I wouldn't trade you for silver or gold. I wouldn't trade you for riches untold. You are my everything.
You are
the love of my life.
Oh,
You are the hope that I cling to. You mean more than this world to me. I wouldn't trade it
You're my everything. Okay.
Father, we thank you for a time like this. We ask, oh Lord, that as many as need healing in their homes, in their marriages, that you heal their homes, heal their hearts, help their healing process, oh God. Father, I ask that you teach people how to see marriage from your point of view. You teach us from your place what your essence is regarding marriage. And for those that are believing God for their spouses, oh Lord, we ask that you give them the spirit of discernment, and so when they see, they know. When they see, they are able to identify who the person is. Father, we ask that as many as are broken, not sure if they can go on, not sure, trying to give up their homes, that you be a shield and a help.
Amen.
You be their present help at this very point of need.
Amen.
Father, we ask that you build us, you heal our lands, and you heal our homes. You are the author of a marriage. You are the one who understands marriage. You are the one that created both man and woman. God, we ask, oh Lord, that everything that you intend for our lives shall come to pass.
Amen.
In the name of Jesus. Amen.
Okay, guys.
All right.
That'll be
so
it
I'll
for
see you
today.
tomorrow, 9 a.m. for our Workout Wednesday. And I'm going to take down all the questions that you've put on this page, on this particular video. I'll put it down. And next week, Tuesday, 9 p.m., we are going to be tackling some of those questions. There's a lot of questions, and God will help us to answer as truthfully as possible. I want to specially thank Emmanuel Stephen.
Why you being very formal?
What are you feeling like just because I came to thank you?
Say, thank me.
I want to personally thank Emmanuel Stephen for joining in this show and trying to put everything in place to make sure that this show works. Thank you, and thank you for being a wonderful husband, even though I know
I'm still of the opinion that people should go on YouTube so you can have quality content.
Why are you interrupting? See how unromantic you can be. Someone is telling you, like your wife is publicly thanking you. You're thinking about YouTube. Well done, sir. It's time to call.
I want you guys to enjoy the show and at its best resolution. Maybe because I'm in through a lot of IT, so I'm trying to. But don't worry, let's leave that.
Alright, I'll see you tomorrow 9 a.m. Thanks for joining in. Please share the video.
Peace.
And take care of yourself.
Alright, guys. God bless you. Take care. That's what she wants. God bless you. Take care.
That's not you now. Just stop. We know. Just end the show now.
Why should I end the show? Can't you end the show?
Hey.
We'll stay here today.
Cut.
Somebody's. Why can't you end the show? Why should I end it? You end the show.
Press finish now. You're taller.
Press. I press towards the mark. Alright, guys. Thank you so much. It's been nice chatting with you all. God bless you. So, we're going. Peace. See you tomorrow, 9 a.m. Christiana.
David.
I said David.